Hey everyone, I'm Wygo Warrior, aka Julie, and welcome to my channel. Wygo stands for When You Get Old. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup that I have received from Ipsy. The products either came in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, the new BoxyCharm by Ipsy, an Ipsy Icon Box, or possibly even via an add-on. Now, full disclosure, there is one product in here I believe came in a BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm no longer exists since Ipsy took them over. In my book, it's all one and the same. And then I couldn't find a black eyeliner, so we're going off script because I'm trying to hit pan on something. All right, let's get started. So I have here from BAREMINERALS, this is the Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. It's broad spectrum SPF 30, and I have it in the shade Vanilla 02. All right, let's first do a little swatch and see what this looks like. All right, so it's rather thick. Well, it's starting to run, but it's not super runny. And what's sad is in order to actually get SPF, you can't just use a pea-size amount. You have to go in with quite a bit. I'm going to stop there. That's still not enough, but I don't want to be a grease ball. So I'm just going to put this all over, and then I don't know, I think I'm going to use my fingers and maybe press it in with a sponge. That is all the shrapnel that came off my hands. It is very yellow toned, at least on my hands, wiping it off. On my skin, is it looking yellow? It's a shade probably too dark for me, but it is what it is. If you compare it to my neck, my lights are kind of washing me out a little bit. In real life, it would be good if I started using my fake tanner. But so far so good. My eyes aren't stinging. As you saw, I put it on top of my lids and really right below. This is a physical SPF where the main ingredient is titanium dioxide 6.2% sunscreen. So it's a mineral SPF. Actually, I'm surprised it did much better than I thought covering my hyperpigmentation. I mean, I can still see it, but it is a highlight or low medium coverage. I honestly thought this would be sheer to nothing. And maybe it's because it's a hair too dark, but it did way better than I thought. All right, let's move along to concealer. The concealer I have today is from ANASTASIA Beverly Hills. This here is the Magic Touch Concealer. I have it in the shade 2. I picked this up via add-ons, so it was like $3.50. It's quite lovely. I like how it's a neutral tone. This is what the doe foot looks like. I have used this before, but honestly, I haven't received too many concealers lately from Ipsy. I got one that I can't find, so this is what we're going with. I'm gonna just put a little dot over my hyperpigmentation just so that when I do my contour bronzer, it doesn't look extra, because the placement of my hyperpigmentation is the worst when it comes to bronzer. Because if you put bronzer or contour here, the hyperpigmentation is the same color, so it looks like I went ham. All right, I'm just going to take a sponge and press everything in. All right, my base complexion products are on. Not too shabby. Let's move on to contour bronzer. I have actually 2 to choose from, and both I think are way too warm for me, but I wanted to give both a swatch to see if one might work better than the other, or if they literally are pretty much the same color. So the first one is from ABH. This was in the most recent Icon box. It's the cream bronzer, and I have it in the shade Amber, and that is what Amber looks like. I also got, I want to say April, possibly March, this bronzer here, which is from LYS. This is the No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick in the shade Motivate Light. So this is what it looks like for the LYS. They look very, very similar. So here is the LYS and here is the ABH. The ABH is a little darker, but their tones are very, very similar, which for me is a little too warm. But hey, I'm going to try these on so that you can see, based off of someone with my skin tone, complexion, and hair coloring, whether these shades would work for you. I'm going to start with the ABH and put it on the right side of my face. I'm just going to use this kind of dense brush from Real Techniques and then go in afterwards with a sponge to pounce it in. Alright, please don't be too much. I think I got a little too much on the brush there. Let's pounce it on out. Yeah, she's very warm toned, which I'm not a fan of. Let's give the LYS a try. Hope I don't regret just swiping it directly on my face. Going in with a different brush. This is from e.l.f. It's intended for their putty bronzers. Again, it's very dense. Oh, why are these so orangey and warm toned? Alright, I think I'm going to have to fix them because I do not like looking like a Loompa Loompa. They both blended nicely. They're just way, way, way too warm for me. I think I'm just going to take some of the concealer and definitely it came forward too far. I'm just going to put a little right around the perimeter. Take my sponge and kind of tap it on over to see if I can't tone it down. Which, by the way, if you ever have something that is a little too crazy on you, just take your brush or sponge or add a little more of your concealer or foundation and it will really help to tone things down. So we're just kind of backtracking a little bit because that was way, way, way too orange for me. Alright, the concealer toned down the orange craziness, but now I'm missing a little contour. So I'm going to go in with this product here from VISEART. Don't quote me. I'm fairly certain this was an add-on. Might have been a BoxyCharm add-on. I'm hoping it was an Ipsy add-on. If not, mea culpa. This here is what the VISEART bronzer looks like. It's way better toned than that either of those, which are way too orange for me. Alright, let's just get a little on and move on to blush because I don't want this video to be 18 hours long. Okay, for blush, I have this product here from Drunk Elephant. This here is the O-Bloos Rosi Drops. This is what she looks like. It's very lightweight, so I have another blush product because you know how I roll. Why use one blush when you can use two? So it's right there. I'm going to take it and just use my finger, pounce it right on my cheek, and then go in with a sponge and tap it on in. So you can barely see that. Maybe I didn't put enough. Let's go for another squirt. And this is the type of product you can go a little ham, I think. I'm gonna really go ham and see how well I can't get this to show up. But it's really nice if you just like a natural glow from within type of look. But you know how I go. I'm going to need more blush than that, but I think for many people that would be fantastic. Alright, I've been dying to try this product. If you follow me, thank you. If you're new, welcome. This here is from Item Beauty, and it's possible this came in a BoxyCharm. This is what the unit packaging looks like, and here is the shade. Very pretty. There is a swatch. Oh, that is going to look beautiful. Alright, hopefully I don't look like a clown. I got it a little too high. Alright, I'm just going to take the same sponge I used with the concealer and kind of get the edges pounce it out so it's not quite so intense. All right, highlighter. Today I have a product from Cab Cosmetics. This here is the glow powder in the shade French Kiss. I'm not sure why they called it a glow powder, although technically highlighters glow. It's very pink, but I swatched it earlier and it's not so pink it could be a blush, but it's definitely a blush topper, and that's how I'm going to use it today. All right, I have this brush from Real Techniques. I'm just going to give it a little swirl. Tap it on right above. Ooh, no, that is way more pigmented than I thought. I'm going to get that going just on top of the blush because she's way more pigmented than I anticipated and actually very softly shimmery. But it's a subtle glow. I don't know that I'd refer to this as a highlighter. It's definitely more in the blush department if you like a blush that has a sheen. I guess I'm going to have to find something else to use as a highlighter. All right, I'll get to that after I've done the eye look. So I want to start off by priming my eyes with something that isn't an eye primer. It's actually a cream eyeshadow stick from Bobbi Brown, and this is in the shade Vanilla 1. I assume or hope this will work just fine. First, let's smooth out the concealer, and let's try one eye first. Just use my finger and get that all over the lid. Okay, that did a good job of covering up my hyperpigmentation and evening out my skin tone. Honestly, I don't know how else I would use this because of the shade. Let me know if you use these truly as an eyeshadow. To me, I think it works best as an eye primer. All right, the eye palette I'll be using today is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This here is the Primrose palette for face and eyes. I got this in the May Ipsy icon box. This is what the color story is all about. It's very lovely, a nice, warm, neutral, and perfect for spring. All right, let's start with this shade here, which is called Honey. She picked up quite a bit. Let's see. Oh, very, very, very powdery. But lately, all of the palettes I've been using are extremely powdery like that. All right, I'm just gonna get it going in the crease here. Very pretty. I'm gonna take that same color, pinch, and get it underneath my eyelashes. I kind of want a soft pink, and there really isn't one in here. So I'm gonna take this shade here called Grapefruit, which I believe is intended to be a blush, and I'm going to put that on the center of my lid. I'm then going to take this pink shimmer shade here called Peony and go kind of on the outer corner a little bit and just kind of get a little more pinky vibe going right here. And then I'm going to go into this shade here, which is called Rosewater with my pinky, and get it kind of in the center right here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There's the shimmer I was wanting. I'm then going to take that brush that I used for that first shade and just kind of go back into the crease and blend out the edge of that shimmer. All right, let's deepen up the outer corner. I'm going to go into this darkest shade in the palette. This here is called Deep Berry. And, ooh, okay, it's one of those browns that's actually more purple or plum. So let's just get a little on the outer edge here and try to deepen everything up. All right, so this palette, for me, even though my lights make everything really bright, these look light, but they're not super light. They're more medium toned. I would love to see a champagne or even like a light off-white or opal shade. in this palette, something I could put on the brow bone or in the inner corner. So what I'm going to do is try to dig up something that I think or hope came from Ipsy to use as a highlighter and for brow bone and inner corner. Alright, this is what I dug up. I have a feeling this may be from BoxyCharm, but Ipsy bought BoxyCharm, so technically it's Ipsy. So this looks beautiful. I can get a nice light shade for the brow bone. Oh yeah, she's definitely blingy. And take that same shade and get it going on the cheeks where highlighter should be worn, and in the inner corner. Gonna take this brush from Real Techniques and just kind of blend out the edges. I really want the outer corner to be a little deeper, and the shade that was kind of brown but actually turned out to be purple isn't quite cutting the mustard for me. So in the May icon box, I also got another palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This here is the Soft Glam 2 palette. I believe there's a dark shade in here. Yes. Ooh, that looks black. All right, so I'm going to go into this shade here and just ever so slightly deepen up the outer corner on both the lower lash line and top lash line. Hopefully I don't regret doing this. Alright, I think that helped out. Alright, I'm going to use this gel eyeliner here, which is from Tarte. It's the Easy on the Eyes. I got this several years ago, but it wasn't an Ipsy. And then at the beginning of the video, I mentioned I'm going to kind of cheat. This is also from Tarte. I'm trying to hit pan on it. It's the Double Take. I ran out of the gel liner part, and I'm trying to use up the liquid liner. And then I'm going to touch up my mascara, BRB. All right, almost done. So we have lips. So this here is from Bobbi Brown. It is the Crushed Lip Color in the shade Buff. I want to say this also was in the most recent May Ipsy icon box. This is what she looks like. It's a standard kind of brownie pinky nude. Let's see how it goes with this eye look. It's very comfortable. It has a satin finish. It's exactly how I prefer my bullet lipsticks. So for the gloss, I'm going to be using this one here from Tres Luce. It's the Lips Be Like Plumping Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade Dazzling. I do not like plumping lip glosses at all. So if you like that sensation where your lips are on fire, do not get this product. That's why I love this product, because she does not sting at all. But that means I can put it on my lips. All right, very comfortable, very slippy. Has a standard kind of vanilla cake frosting scent. And it's a soft, shimmery kind of gold, which on the lips don't look gold, but it will tone down any lip product that you have. All right, let me take my hair clip out, zhuzh up my hair, come back and give my final thoughts. All right, I'm back. Here is the final look. It turned out okay. Is this the most exciting makeup I've put on my face recently? Not gonna lie, it really isn't. Is it bad? No. It's just not giving me the warm and fuzzy, lovey-dovey, oh, can't wait to jump back into that product kind of sensation. This palette is just a little meh. It's too similar. It's a bunch of just mid-tones. There's one darker color that looks dark in the pan, but it honestly, when you blend it out on your eyes, isn't that dark, and it's very purple, whereas the rest of these are kind of peachy. There isn't a light enough shade. I didn't use the blushes as blush. It's okay, but honestly, I don't feel like I'm going to be reaching for this palette again. The lipstick was good, comfortable. Is it my favorite shade? No. But is it something you can fix with a lip gloss? Yes, it is. I'm digging the lip gloss, very comfortable, and I do enjoy the shade. This product here, I remember picking it up, but I haven't really reached for it, and I am enjoying it. It did a lovely job of highlighting. It's perfect for the brow bone and helped to fix or enhance the eye look. Both of these bronzers performed well in the sense that they blended out nicely. I just am not a fan of warm toned bronzers, and they were way too warm for my fair redheaded strawberry blonde, whatever you want to call it. I just didn't like it. So for that reason, I'm gonna pass. The products themselves are good, so if you can find a shade you love and enjoy, I would say go for it. The Drunk Elephant product is nice. It's a little too soft, so much so I had to go in with a second blush product, which is this one here from Item Beauty. I think it is beautiful. You may need a little softer hand than I did, but I have a tendency to go ham when I apply blush. The Cab Cosmetics, I honestly thought it was a deeper pink highlighter, but it's actually a shimmery blush. So once you know that, you can use it properly. Next time I use it, I'm going to use it directly as a blush product. Bobbi Brown worked great as a quick and easy eye primer. This eyeliner, okay, let me just tell you, it's one of those eyeliners that has the hard plastic, and I had to sharpen it. OMG, it's sharpenable, but because it's the hard plastic, look at the weird tip shape it makes, and then it puts really jagged, sharp plastic edges. You gotta be careful, you can poke your eye out. I thought I liked and enjoyed this concealer, but ooh, she gets a lot of creasing under my eyes. Granted, I have mature, dry skin, but not the best formula for me. I do enjoy the shade. All right, now I want to hear from you. Let me know if you subscribe to Ipsy, if you received any of these same products, and if you share my opinion on said products. And let me know if you like anything that I maybe didn't like so much, or vice versa. All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you can do me a huge favor, clicking the thumbs up really does help with my channel to grow. All right, thanks everyone.